Okay, so this next video is going to cover the depth of your boxes that you're going to be creating. So hopefully by this point you have drawn your 3 boxes or squares or rectangles above, 3 below, and then 2 on. And one of these, what I would do is center it with your vanishing point. This is going to be an unusual situation that we're going to talk about. So what I'll do is I'll take you through some of these boxes, and then I'll end up making some more videos on the next step. So what will happen, and as you know, if your box is above your horizon line, if your eye level is here and you're looking up at these boxes, what you would see is the bottom of these boxes and possibly a side. If it is a little off center of your vanishing point, you would see a side. On this one that we're about to draw, you're only going to see the bottom of this box because it is exactly centered with this vanishing point. So what you would do is you would actually line up your ruler with this vanishing point and with a corner of this box right here. So we're going to start off drawing the bottom of this, and you're going to draw really lightly. I'm just going to make little guidelines go into my vanishing point. So I've got a little line going to my vanishing point. I'm trying to decide where to end my box. So where I think it's going to end, I'm putting little dotted lines. You don't have to do the dotted lines, but you do need to have some lines going to your vanishing point. So that ruler has to stay from the corner of the box to your vanishing point there. So one thing, this box, the side of this box actually goes through this other box. So I have to erase some of this line. So if you have some overlap there, you'll just erase that little part unless your boxes are transparent. So because it is parallel, all my lines here are at 90-degree angles, right? They're all, this is parallel to this is parallel to this. What you will do is, because this line is straight right here, the thickness of the bottom of your box is also going to be parallel. It's also going to be straight. So you're going to hold your ruler straight. I just line it up with the edge of my paper to make it straight, and I'm going to create just a straight line here. So that's the bottom of my box, and this is one of the sides of my box. You can kind of see that. I'm going to draw this one here. This is going to be the bottom of my left box right here. So right with that corner, right with that little corner, you're going to line that up with your vanishing point right there. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side of the corner. So you're drawing the bottom of this box. You got to figure out where you want to end it. And then what I'm going to do is this little section right here that's closest to my vanishing point, you're going to see the side of this box. You wouldn't see this side of the vanishing point, because if you think about it, if you're looking up at the box, if you're standing here and looking up, you'd only see this side and then this part as well. Okay, so I've got my bottom and my side. So I'm going to hold my ruler straight, make a straight line here, and then you're going to connect this line, and I'm just holding my ruler straight down here. I have a straight edge at the bottom of my paper to help me as I go, and you're going to make a right angle L. It's a backwards L right there if you're working on this one that is to the left of your vanishing point. So we're going to do the same thing over here. So you're going to take this corner and you're going to take this to your vanishing point and just line it up, figure out how deep you want it to be. Now, if you've got some lines that are kind of running into, interfering with a line that you're going to make, you can erase that. Some of like that started to interfere with this box, so I don't have a problem with y'all, you know, erasing a little bit of the overlap. So you're going to take this corner, this top left corner, you're going to line it up with your vanishing point, and you're going to take it to that point right there. So at this point, you've got to figure out where you want the bottom of your box to end. And with that, you're going to connect that to the side of your box and make a right angle L. You can see that, how that works. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the ones below the horizon line. So the boxes that you're going to create below the horizon line, you're going to see a top and you're going to see a side if they're not centered with that vanishing point. Now, if it's centered like this one, you're only going to see the top of your box. So we're going to take this little corner and we're going to line it up with that vanishing point there. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take the side and line it up to the vanishing point there. Okay, so now you've got to figure out the depth of the top of your box. And when you're making those boxes, think about what you might want to put in your box. You know, some of y'all probably have gotten quite a lot of Amazon boxes lately from school supplies and other things that your family is getting shipped during COVID and stuff. So be thinking about that. All right, this could be my shoe box, right? Okay, so this box is centered. It's going to be just like this right here, except you're going to see just the top of that box. All right, and figure out how long you want that box to be. Make sure your line is straight, is parallel to this one right here. So there's that. Okay. And then we're gonna do same thing. This one. Okay, you got the top, and we're going for the side of the box. Okay, all right, and we're going in at right angles. I'm gonna make this a little shallow box. One thing you want to do is make sure that your lines connect. Like this one stopped short a little bit, so go back and, you know, connect your lines. The main thing when you do your box, you got to think you're building a box for somebody. Like imagine this to be something somebody would sit on, as in a stool or something like that. You don't want the sides to come apart whenever whoever is meant to sit on this thing or step on this thing. It could be a stair step. This one, you've got a box on your horizon line. So if it is on the horizon line, the only part you're going to see of this box is the side of it. Just simply because that is going to be the viewpoint. If you're right here and you're looking on to the box, that's what you're going to see. So line it up with your vanishing point. Figure out the depth here. And we're going to make our vertical line right here. So that's where that ends. Now, for you, and you do not have to erase these lines that are intersecting this vanishing point right here, but I do want to erase these just to show you in general what's going on with this box. So this box, you are not going to be able to draw any kind of side, any kind of front, any kind of bottom, because it is literally on this vanishing point on the horizon. So you're kind of stuck, to be honest with you, on this one. This is kind of an oddity, and the only thing that you could possibly do is draw an X inside of this box. You don't have to draw an X inside of the box, but I just wanted to show you that, like, literally you can't, you know, nothing can happen with this particular box. You can't draw it to anything. So it does look like a two-dimensional rectangle right there. So you can leave it as is. We'll put this vanishing point back over here. So that is the first part, the drawing the boxes in one point or linear or parallel, whatever you want to call perspective. I hope this was helpful. I've got the instructions and step-by-steps. If you need those attachments, please look at those. Y'all have a great day.